Sup guys, Zachatek12 here, and well, pre-release 3 for 1.16 has come out, meaning it is time for me to make another terrible video explaining the changes to Java. Here's the first change. This has been bugging me like forever. See, the bees have been subject to bugs ever since their inception, and because they are bugs, but shut up. See, I've used leads with cats because in the past I used to have a jungle house. And of course, since before 1.14, cats can only be gotten by taming ocelots, that's just... I had cats instead of dogs. And I noticed this, like, way too much. Because the lead was flowing, like, right up here. And same thing was happening with the bee. But now that has thankfully been fixed. After so long. And as you can see these shields for some reason, like a lot of things with enchantment glowing has been going on in this snapshot, but these snapshots. But now, finally, the entire banner will glow if you have a banner on a shield, and I use that banner I used to showcase off the new snout charge. And there's been a change to bees pathfinding, because everyone knows that bee pathfinding is absolutely atrocious. They tend to go into water, which supposedly they fixed like multiple times, and they've supposedly fixed it again. And here's another thing, like if a block was looking like that, like the bee would try to get out, but now it won't. It's not like the bee would be able to get out. It's just like this. I don't know how to teleport a mob without teleporting every single mob ever. But if you were teleporting a mob and it was trying to walk to a specific point, you teleport it, it'll still be trying to walk to that specific point. This will mostly be happening with wolves, cats, parrots, and pets. Like, this will mostly be happening for that, like, in survival. But that's gonna be very helpful for us. Oh, and a change to aggression that has to do with bees that I missed in pre-release 1 and 2. The whole thing with it is, well... the whole universal anger changes that were being made had made it so that the whole technique of one-shotting the mob to make it not angry was actually removed. They have added that back in now, which is very good. Especially for when you're dealing with zombie piglins. So now let's head to the Nether and talk about things that actually matter. See, I don't have the time to build the farms for this video, but zombie piglin farms are in danger. They were in danger in the previous update, and these floating striders are probably still going to exist because I generated this world in the first 1.16 snapshot. That's actually the reason why that bug existed, the flying striders. We saw it in the previous snapshot. That bug will not be seen if you generate a new world, which I most likely am going to do for things like that. And these leftover striders are actually what is causing the problem. Could you please leave? I'm mostly curious about the whole fact that... I don't even know what I'm saying. So basically, this is a change that was made in the previous snapshot because basically, XP farms revolving around zombie piglins relied on a bug. That if you angered a zombie piglin, this has been the case back when they were even zombie pigmen, you shot it with like an arrow after a bunch of them spawning, they'd come to a place where you'd kill them off without using lava, you'd use crushing, or cacti pre 1.12. And because they would hopefully get to you quick enough before the XP timer stopped, they would die and I'll give you XP. That's my little little version of it. Did you know I noticed that left-handed mobs can actually give you more EXP than right-handed mobs. Because mob rarity actually increases EXP. So I'm just gonna stop and just head to the... Ugh. So now that won't be happening until 1.17 snapshots. A lot like the stupid mountain update. Where is it, Mojang? Nether fortresses. Supposedly these things are going to be spawning a lot more often now. And I just need to find a stupid crossroad. This is what I'm looking for. So these crossroads, the bounding box would basically be all the way like around here. Like for the Nether Fortress, so that Nether Fortress mobs could spawn in this area. It's been that way for a while. And this is how a lot of people gain extra ground from making Wither Skeleton and Blaze farms. Well, Blaze farms mostly used the spawners, but they spawn naturally in Nether Fortresses too. And because it's the bounding box that dictates the achievement, this is also a change to the achievement for going to a Nether Fortress. It'll actually be slightly harder. You can't just like walk right. You actually have to, you know, like touch the stupid thing. I mean, this was generated in like the first snapshot, so I wouldn't be surprised if a basalt pillar kind of destroyed the hat, but who cares? Who cares? Shroom Light can now be used in the composter, and it's about as effective as a hay bale. Oh, and you know, mining netherwood actually counts for the mining wood advancement, which I don't understand why you wouldn't have the game's tutorial. I forgot. I'm just retarded. I forgot. It's the game tutorial because sometimes when it'll pop up and you won't be able to get it to go away if you like stop playing a version for a while that doesn't like pre 1.12. It's happened to me a lot. Don't worry, guys. Mining netherwood will now fix that also. So I can just... Oh, and there's a new sound for stripping with the it's changed in the subtitles. It now says axe scrapes. That's the new thing it says. And a weird bug with netherite armor and stuff is that they appear in the crafting table, but as you know, they're only in the smithing table now. They were in the crafting table at the start of the update, but now they aren't. Now they will only be able to be in the smithing table, so we're going to be heading over to here. Why? Because I like the basalt deltas. It's a really cool biome. I'm going to need fire resistance. This works in survival too, don't worry. So if you have fire resistance on, you can now see slightly farther in lava compared to when you don't have fire resistance. Still not as much as I want it, but kinda. And I personally think that with this change, they should start adding things like lava swimming, lava logging. I've wanted this ever since 1.13, and I was thinking that another update would be the perfect time to add it, but it's just a big no. Interesting change to campfires, by the way. Is that... I forgot I had fire aspect. So when you're trying to cook stuff on a campfire, and this works for soul campfires too, don't worry. Of course, that happens. But now, you can place things on unlit campfires. And lighting it back up starts them to cook again. So that's mostly just for decoration. Nice amounts of decoration. What are you doing in my showcase area? I'm curious about this strider, considering I spawned it before the thing. I'm curious if the bug exists with this strider. The range to ride it is huge. Much better. And yes, because this strider, I spawned it in before the update, it now has the floating bug. Yeah, that kind of just proves my point. Well, not really my point, the moderator on the bug tracker. That was actually the guy who told me about that. Who cares about this? We have Bastion Remnants now. I don't really want to take the time to look for a new Bastion Remnant. There's a couple changes with them. One of them is more accurately just a change to Piglins rather than the Bastion Remnant. But supposedly Bastion Remnants are actually going to generate a lot more whole now because they had a problem with generating in previous snapshots. And let's see, if we had a chest, like this chest, Piglins will automatically attack you if you open a chest. There's one easy way to combat this. Break the chest. But now, Piglins will be able to detect if you break a chest as well, and they'll also still get angry. Where is the stupid command block to let me leave this place? Thank you. Wonderful. So yeah, rest in peace to Piglin farms and Wither skeleton farms in 1.17. Rest in peace to those. Well, mostly the EXP aspect of Piglin farms. You can still get gold from them, but that bug was what made them such efficient EXP farms. I guess we're just gonna have to use it the old Enderman style from now on. Why is it that whenever I go into the overworld, this visual glitch happens? Why does it happen every single time? Like, I don't understand. And why is this fox sleeping near the grave site for one of the best mobs of all time? Rest in peace. I think I can actually show you that the Shroomlight is compostable now that I'm near a composter. Get a shroom. So it is about as good as a hay bale. Which is pretty fine. I mean, the Shroomlight is technically organic. I've seen a lot of people suggesting for there to be nether mushrooms. I really hope that nether mushrooms somehow get added. A much safer way to get food in the nether, but then again, a lot of these changes to the nether are highly controversial. I'm still pretty iffy about them. This is kind of the stuff that's mod related. So anyway, I'm gonna be heading back just to enjoy my vibe. And by the way, just a reminder, that Crying Obsidian portal was actually just made using fill commands. I did not light it. That's not possible. I made it using fill commands. There's a bunch of other weird technical stuff and weird bugs that I can't easily show or talk about. So yeah, I guess that'll do it for this update. I hope it comes out soon. See you guys next time. Peace.